chills away, tell the summer heat no way. Fully air conditioned.
Okay, Kraken fully air conditioned here. Just commissioning and Daikin unit, a VRV. And just quickly go through how to do it. Just a 2-head VRV, and they're bulkhead units, built-in bulkheads. So this is the built-in bulkhead unit. We're yet to paint it all so that it can't be seen through the grille, but there's 2 of these connected to that single outdoor. Okay, so we've turned the power on to the unit at the circuit breaker and isolator. You can see the HP2 and HP are on solid. It looks like they're flashing, but it's just the camera. The multi-light's actually flashing. You can see it turning on and off. But anyway, we're waiting for HP2 to go out. HP3 will be lit, and then that'll let us know that we can then put it into a test run. So that'll just take a few minutes, 15 probably. Okay, now we can see HP2 light has gone out and HP3 is solid. So it's gone through its initial startup and everything's okay, and it's ready to put into test. One main thing is to make sure the controllers of the indoor unit are not turned on or no one's touched them. So we'll go inside, double check that now. So if we push any button, it turns the screen on. The on and off is off, and the under centralized control flashing. Controller 2 is the same, under centralized control and in off position. So now all we do is get the test button there, push and hold down test for about 5 seconds or until you hear it click. All the lights change over. There, the lights are changed over. So now this will go through a little sequence. It'll send gas to each indoor unit, work out and address the indoors. It'll set the superheats. It'll work out, how much extra refrigerant it needs to add to compensate for the pipe run, depending on how long the pipe run is. That's our pipe run. It's all external because the roof is absolutely tiny. Okay, now I can see from the control it's under centralized control. It has that little triangle there. It says test operation down the bottom. Here's the indoor unit. We've painted it black now, so you can't see it once the grill goes in, and it's just running. You can feel the air coming out. Okay, this is the second unit. Again, it says under test operation. The indoor unit, again, we've painted this one black as well. We've got a little bit of patching to do around the outside, and then we'll put a line bar grill in there. So both indoors are on, and they both say under test operation, which is normal. The fan, it's on in cooling mode. It tests in, even if it's cold or hot, it'll just test in cooling mode. So it'll take a few seconds for that to happen. Then we should get the compressor starting up shortly, and then TX valves and whatnot. There it goes. Compressor just started up. The condenser fan is running. I don't know if you can hear that. Compressor's just ticking over, so it'll set the superheats on the indoor, and it automatically adjusts for the length of pipe that's connected to the system. So pretty smart sort of systems. If you have to add another head, you've got to go through and commission again like this. We'll just let this run through its process and then see how we go after that. So we've got the condenser fan on, compressor's running. We feel the pipes here. We've got our suctions getting cold. We can hear different valves and whatnot opening. This one here sends a shot of liquid gas back to the compressor for cooling. What else have we got in here? We've got our pressure transducer, HP pressure switch. Down here we've got another electronic expansion valve. Be careful, sometimes when you're pushing the pipes through you can easily knock that off and cause you all sorts of issues. The other electronic expansion valves are at the indoor unit. So with this we have what we call ref nets. We didn't have anywhere to hide this, so we've had to put it outside and get the unit off the wall a fair bit, but Got the liquid, then it comes out into two, and that's the refrigerant's common, and the same here. The actual controlling of the refrigerant's done from the indoor unit, and it has a TX valve at the indoor, much like that one in there with the black top. If you can just see that. Yeah, this has got to go through a fair bit of a test. Once the test is done, I think HP2 should be solid, and the system turns off and the test is not highlighted on the controller anymore. Okay, the compressor stopped, so it's nearly finished its test procedure. The lights will change and we'll have HP3 solid shortly. Okay, so now we know it's completed its test. We just got HP3 on. Before we had a couple of other ones on. It looks like it's flashing on the camera, but it's actually on solid. It's because it's a diode and it turns on and off 50 times a second, and depending on what the camera is recording at, you'll get a flashing light, or it looks like a flashing light, but to the naked eye that's actually solid. So this has finished its test. Yeah, we'll go and have a look at the indoor. Okay, test operation's finished, test operation's gone. We've just got the centralized control lit now. We just push the mode button and that's now set this as the master. This is the second unit. You can see it's under centralized control. So this is not the master. This will limit our functions. So you can see here we have cool, fan, dry. We don't have heat because it's not the master. Heat needs to be set from the other controller.
When the sun's beating down and the sweat on your brow, fully air conditioned. When there's ice on your toes and there's frost on your nose, fully air conditioned. Keep the winter chills away, tell the summer heat no way.